And we are live and starting exactly on time for a change. All right. Tonight's drink is Diet Mountain Dew, served over ice because I forgot to put it in the refrigerator in time for it to cool down enough. It's a little bit warm today, but better it was last week. I do apologize for being out most of the last week because of the heat, but I'm doing much better now that it's gotten cooler. Ooh, weaker than normal today, but overall doing better than I have been. All right, so we're starting on move 17. So I'm going to pull all the parts for 17 and 18 together. All right, so let's start with off the brown. All right, we need 4 of the 2x3s. One, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 1x3s. And there we go. 1 and 2. And 2 2x2s. One and 2. And 6 of the L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Philip's on. Philip says hello. Hello all. Hi, Philip. Good to see you here. I've actually been having some good production out in the garage with the CNC router. 6 1x2s. Just saw this. Okay, there we go. So I have redone my nest piece so that it does not flex when I'm applying clamping forces to it, which makes it easier to do the routing. In the future, I'm going to do a single piece instead of a 2-piece like I've got currently, so that should work better going forward. All right, that's all the brown. Let's go ahead and put these back. So I haven't had a chance to get much done on the 3D printer lately. I've got a Tokaday order I've got to get done before I go on vacation, because that's where I'm going to be delivering it. Dark green next. Need 2 of the T's. Go back in there. For those that didn't catch it, Ian had a really wonderful interview with Alessi and Yannetti. Okay. And the 2 T's. Looks like that's the last of them. And 2 1x3s. So that's the last of those. And 2 L's. 1 and 2. 2 1x2s. 1 and 2. And I should have gotten a coaster up here, but oh well. I'm probably going to do an extended shop stream tomorrow. I've got a bunch of sanding to do, and Also doing the new UV finish. So I'm going to try and get a good chunk of that done tomorrow. I'll wait till I get up to post the stream, and I'll give it like a 2-hour lead time so it gets the notifications out. And I'm just going to keep going through, and when it goes live, it goes live. All right, light green. Okay. We have 8 L's. 2, 4, 6, and 8. And 2 1x2s. There we go. 1 and 2. 2 1x singles. And I believe that's all of those. And then I think it's just a couple of leaves after that, and we'll have enough of both of these moves. And Gwen's on. Gwen's saying hello. Hello to you, Gwen. Welcome, welcome. It's been a little bit since I had a stream. And Philmon says, I didn't see the entire interview, but what I did see was very interesting. I'll have to watch the rest at some point. I definitely think it's worth it, at least in my not-so-humble opinion. All right. We have 1 yellow and 2 pink 3-leafers. Probably don't have to dump it out for that. So there's the 1 yellow. And 1. And the dark pink or the really light pink? I think it's the darker pink. Oh. Also, I was not out in the shop because I was in watching a movie I hadn't seen before from 2011. It's a Nicolas Cage movie called Drive Angry. Also, unfortunately, starred Amber Heard, but I don't think she took too much away from the movie. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this one. I'm not getting reflections. There we go. Hope that's not too dark. All right. Move it like this so I can see a little better. Alrighty. Okay. So we have a 1x2 dark green. Going there. And the 1x3 going here. And I can see a little bit better. So basically, the premise of the movie is Nicolas Cage is somebody who was not a nice person, died and went to hell, and his daughter was killed by a cultist, and his granddaughter is supposed to be their key to bringing around hell on earth, and so he is going to save his granddaughter, and along the way he picks up Amber Heard. And there is somebody chasing him called the Accountant, whose job it is to return him back to where he came from. It was kind of like Mayhem from the insurance commercials. And we got an L here. And L here. Brown L matching. And 2x3. There. All right, looks good. All right. And 2 by 2. Going right there. And an L there. Overall, it was a fairly enjoyable grindhouse style movie if you like that kind of genre. Very campy, but played that way. It's a B movie and knows it's a B movie. And of course, Nicolas Cage does his usual overacting. I think that goes there. All right, and 2 by 3 there. So I give it like 3 out of 5 stars. A fun watch if you like that. It looks like it's on Amazon Prime for free for like, well, not for free, but for no additional cost for like 2 more days. So if that's the type of genre movie you like and you can put up with Nicolas Cage, that's not a bad watch. All right. And for those that like the series Dungeon Crawler Carl, apparently there's going to be a TV series based on it that is going to be co-produced by Seth MacFarlane. So hopefully the production values will be good for that. All right, and light green L here. And 1 by 3 there. All right, that's it for this move. Yeah, hey, I see Dave on here. Making Law Simple says, hey, 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 nice to see you on here. And can't think of a better name, says, ooh, the shade. I'm assuming that was from some of my snark in the review for the Nicolas Cage movie. All right. And a 2 by 3. And that should go there. Green tea goes here. And 1 by 2 brown goes there. And 1 by light green goes here. And L goes there. 1 by 2 goes there. And 1 by 2 light green goes here. And light green L goes there. 1 by 2 brown here. Brown L goes there. All right, I think that's everything on that side except for the 3 leafies, which go there and there. Figured I would wait until the very end to put them on so they don't get knocked off. All right. And 1 by 2 goes there. L goes here. And another 1 by 2 there. One by light green here. Go, get that nice and secure. Dark green T goes there. 2 by 3 goes here. Brown L goes there. Oh, and our subscription numbers are creeping upwards little by little. That's nice to know. And it goes there. And this goes here. Out of places to put it and out of pieces to put in places. So I think we are done with this move. Time to flip the page and go on to the next one once I get this one seated properly. There we go. All right, let me catch up with chat here. And can't think of a better name. You're not wrong. I'm just feeling silly. No worries on that. All right. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. And let's start getting our pieces together. Now, this isn't exactly a coaster, but it is a canvas bag. These are going to be weight bags for Maradize. Speaking of which, I actually plan on being able to have Maradize made relatively soon. So hopefully I'll have them for sale as well. All right. So we have two 2x4s and 4 2x3s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2, 4, 6 2x2s. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need one more. There we go. And 6. All right, and L's. We need 6, 7, 8. 8 L's. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and 4 1x3s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 6 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 4 T's. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so is that all of them? Okay, 2 1 by 2, oh, 2 1 by 1s. There's 1 and 2. All right, that looks like all of the dark browns. And for those that haven't been paying attention to the U.S. Supreme Court decisions, apparently universal temporary injunctions are gone unless one of the parties in the case is an actual state like New York or California. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But something like that was going to have to happen, in my opinion, because you can't have one of the branches just kind of go hog wild. It doesn't have any I mean, some of them you could make justifications for, but others, like the branches are supposed to be co-equal, not one over the others. So, and if you haven't read it, the decision is rather spicy. Right, so we are looking at 6 2x3s in light green. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2, 4, 6 2x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 6 1x3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Twelve L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. And 8 1-bys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 2, 6 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, I think that's all the light green. And then we just have a couple of dark green ones, and we're good to go. right. We have two 2x2s and two 1x2s. 1, 2, and 1, and 2. Don't have much more of the dark green left. All right. Ice is just about gone from that. Okay. All right. So a 2x3 here, 1x2 here, 2x2, kitty corner to that. Then a 1 by green, light green that is. Hands started cramping up. That's the most frustrating thing lately, is how often and badly my hands cramp up. I'm not sure what's causing it, but it's really frustrating. I'm hoping, hoping that it's just let me double check on that one, make sure where that goes. Yep, that's the right spot for it. Okay. I'm hoping it's just because I'm building up muscle strength again. And 2x3. Brown goes there. 1x2. Up here. 1 by light green. There. And 1 by brown next to it. Yeah, the light green L. And dark green, 1x2. There. All right, and 1x2 brown. There. 2x3. And 1 by light green. There. 2x2 brown. Goes there. 1x2 light brown. And other good news. It looked like I was going to have to get transmission work done on my car, and I was getting ready for that hit. But it turns out it was just a brake issue, which wound up, instead of being multiple thousands of dollars, was just over 100. So I am feeling much more relieved about that. And 1 by brown. And 1 by green. light green specifically. And we are ready for the next move. Okay, so one by light green goes here. Brown T goes there. And brown L, that's a T. Brown L goes there. And light green 2x2 goes there. Light green 1x3 goes there. Dark green 2x2 there. And light green 1x2 and light green 1x3. Brown 2x2 goes there. Oops. There we go. That's correct. That just got slid in the wrong direction. All right. And 2x3 light green there. And brown 2x2 there. 1x3 there. 1x2 there. 2x2 dark green there. Light green 1x3. It really is toasty up here, even with the fan on without AC. Glad I didn't schedule this earlier in the day, unless it was like super early. All right, and light green 2x2 there. Brown L on the corner. Brown T there. And green 2x3. All right. Ready to move on to move 21. Okay. All right. Green L there. 1x3 there. 1x2 there. Green 1x3 there. Green L. Green L. Two by three. One by three. Sounds like fireworks are going off in the area. One by two. and brown T. There we go. Okay. Green L goes there. Green L goes there as well. And brown 1 by 3. Green 1 by 2. Another brown 1 by 3. Green L. Brown T. These layers are definitely going fairly quick. 1 by or 2 by 2. Light green there. One by 2. One by 3. And 2 by 3. All right, looks like that's it for that side. And this side. Oh, did I already do this one? Yes, I did that one. Okay. All right, that explains why I couldn't find the piece. All right, so okay. Green 2 by 2 goes there. And brown L is there. 2 by 4 goes here. Brown 1 by 2 goes there. Brown L there. Green 1 by there. Brown L there. Green L there. Green 2 by 3. And brown 2 by 2 goes there. And green L goes there. All right, last chunk for the pieces we've set aside. Okay, so brown L goes here. Light green 1 by goes there. And 2 by 4 goes there. And brown L goes there. Brown 1 by 2 goes here. Green 2 by 2 within that pocket. Light green L goes here. Brown 2 by 2 goes there. Light green 2x3 goes here. Green L goes here. Got 2 extra pieces. Did I miscount? Just double check. Looks like I got everything. I must have accidentally counted out 1 extra on each of those. All right. Set this aside here, and we'll look at the next set of moves. And Gwen says, has everyone hit the like button? Thank you for the reminder, Gwen. All right. So it looks like we're starting to build back up for connection here. All right. So let's go ahead and start with dark brown. All right. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2x10s. That's these. So I want 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. And 2x4s, we've got 2, 6 for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. 2x3s, we got 2, 4, 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And 6, 8, 10, 14 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9, 10, and 11. 12, 13, and 14. Okay, and 2 for the T's. There's 1, 2, and 3. And 4. All right. 2 1x3s. No, I don't have many left. Where did they go hide? There is 1. and 2. All right, and 2, 6, 8. 8 1 buys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I don't think that pulled out any 2x2s, so we need 2 of those, 1 and 2. All right, I think that's all for the brown. And the rest is all light green. It shouldn't take as long because there's not that many of them. And Gwen also reminds people to check out Tron3's other YouTube channel, the gaming channel. I need to start doing more on that. I picked up a couple of games. One's a Lovecraftian game. I don't know what the other one is. Yeah. So 2 2x6s, 1 and 2, 2 1 buys. Nope. Nope. Yeah, 2 1 buys. Okay. All right, and then 2x4s. We've got 4 of them. One, 2, 3, and 4, and 2x3s. We have 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And 1x3s, we need 2. Okay. 2 1x3s. We need 22 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And 1x2s, we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, then we got the 1-bys. I think that's everything. Don't have a whole lot of the light greens left anymore either. All right. Okay. All right, so I'm not seeing any 1x2s. Did I miss pulling those out? I guess I did. Looks like I only need 2 of them, so shouldn't be too bad. One and 2. Okay. So 1x2 starts off here. And 2x4 light green goes here. And that goes there. 2x3 goes here. And L goes here. Brown L goes there. Green L goes in the pocket. And brown 1x goes in that pocket. And another 1x goes at the end. And brown 2x3 goes there. Green 1x2 there. Brown L there. And the green L there. All right, and brown L goes there. A brown 1x goes there. Green L goes there. Brown L there. Some of these I'm having to be careful because they're sticking out over open air. And I don't want to mess it up. Green L goes That's interesting. Ah, I did miss. Okay. This one should have been here. And the brown L I missed. Let's see, can I pop this one out without having to flip it upside down? Yep. Okay. So that one went there. Nope. I get the brown L out. And then I use a green one. Okay. Okay, so that goes there. All right. Okay, and then this one goes here. That goes on much better now. And this green one goes here. There. Now they have some stuff to stick over. And a 2x3 there. And L goes there. 2x4 goes here. Green L goes there. And there we go. And the brown 1x2 goes here. And brown L goes there. By 2 goes go. The lower 1x2 kind of slid over. Make sure it's together correctly. All right, that's the best I can do with that. And 2x3 goes there. And the brown 1x goes here. And when also says, also check out Torrens Rumble. Thank you for that. Speaking of which, let's see how many people are watching there. Looks like we've got 2 other people watching there. Okay. Let's got both of those. All right, we'll start back up again with a 2x4. All right, so okay, 2x4 starts out here. And green 1x goes here. and get it to stick where it's supposed to go. I think I got it there. Green L there. And whoops, knock that over again. I think I might have to do that. I forget the green 2x2s. Looks like I may have. Supposed to have 4 of them at this layer, and I'm not seeing them. I guess I missed those. Okay. Now we can get that in there. Try to get it in there. Okay. And another 2x4 there. 2x2 there. Brown 2x2 there. T there. Green L there. Brown 1 by there. And green 1x2 here. Brown 2x4 there. Brown L there. Right, that's good. Alrighty. So 2x4 with set there. 2x2 on either side. And another 2x4 offset by 1. Give me just a minute, folks. Unfortunately, I'm having a dizzy spell. Okay, they don't usually last long. And green L there. Green 1 by there. Brown L there. Two by 4. That faces it. There we dump. And a green 1x2. And a brown 1x. And green L. Brown T. And brown 2x2. There. All right, that's that move done. Okay. And we got a 2x3 there. Did I miss the green T's? But I got those. All right, so I need 4 of them. I could have sworn I got them. Oh well. One, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, but also links to the place you can get this same build set from Amazon. All right, so I got a T here, another 2x3, offset by 1. And green L. There. Brown L matching. 2x3 there. Green T. Actually, I'm going to come around the other side, make sure I've got it right. Brown T, I think, is supposed to be here. 2x4 green, supposed to be there. Go. Then brown 1x, 2x3, and 1x3, green, 2x3 here, and green T. And that does look like that's where it's supposed to be. brown one by. So when I was thinking it was a green one, it's like, what? Where is it? Okay. Goes there. And 2x4 goes there. And 1x3 goes there. And 2x3 goes there. 2x3 goes there. And brown T goes around this corner here. 2x3 goes there. Another 2x3 goes there. And green T goes here. And green L goes there. Brown L goes here. 2x3 in the pocket. And T goes there. All right. And now we're ready for this one here. All right. 2x6 goes there. 2x3 goes there. 3x2 goes here. There we go. And this one, oops. This goes here. This goes there. L goes there. L goes here. And 2x3 there. There. Another long one over here. Just offset by 1. Then we have 2x4, 2x3, and an L. So 2x4, 2x3, and L, and L there, 2x3, and green L there. All right, and 2x3 there. Brown L, green L. Then we have 2x4 there. there. 2 by 3 there. Round there. And there. And there. 2 by 3 there. Green L. Green L. 2 by 6. Green L there. And 2 by 3 and 2 by 2. Make sure there we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick. There we go. Drop it down just a little bit so it's in focus. All right, let's see what we got on the next pages. Thank you again, Gwen, for sharing my locals. Appreciate that. All right. So it looks like I should probably do these individually. All right. So we have 2 by 4s in brown. One and 2. Okay. So I got 4 2 by 4 flat tops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got 6 1 by 4 flat tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 2 by 3 flat tops. 1 and 2. And we got 8 1 by 3 flat tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 10 1 by 2 flat tops. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 6 1 by flat tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. All right, and hey, got a rate from Nick Starro. Welcome, welcome. And Gwen says, ooh, nice. Nick is here. Nick says, me rate. Thank you very much for that, Nick. Appreciate that. And Gwen says, hey, Nick Starro and Raiders. And Gwen says, please hit the like button on your way in. Appreciate that. What? We are starting level 27. All right, so 1x2 flat top goes here, and 1x3 flat top goes. Hand cramp, sorry. Why is that one not sitting right? Okay. All right, and then we've got a 1x3. There. Space 1. 1x3 there. And let's see. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So that one sits there. And 1x2 here. And 2x4 flat top there. 1x4 there. Another 1x4. And another 1x4 there. 1x2 there. 2x4 there. And a single 1x flat top there. 1x3 going there. Scooch that over just enough that it'll fit. Oops. There we go. Let's try this one again. There we go. Got that one lined up nice. And a 2x3 flat top goes there. Another 1x here. And a 1x2 there. Another single 1x there. And 1x2 here. And that side is done. Alrighty. So we have a 1x2 goes on top here. A 1x4 goes there. And 2x4 goes there. And 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that one goes there. All right. And did I get that one wrong? Ah, yeah, I did. It's going to need a little bit of a lift off here with some extra tool help. There we go. This goes over by 1, 2. This is also off by 1. There we go. And that 2x4 goes there. This 1x goes here. 1 by 3 goes there. 2 by 3 goes there. And 1 by there. 1 by 2 here. Another 1 by there. And 1 by 2 there. 2 by 3 there. Or 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 there. 1 by 3 there. 1 by 3 there. 1 by 2 there. 2 by 4 there. Oops, I moved it. Looks like I did have it in the right spot. Let's move it back. And 1 by 4 there. Yep, that lines up. And go. All right, we got that done. And some of these look like they're going to be really fun to do. Oh, yes, absolutely. Side view. Let's get just low enough. It's in focus. And for those who haven't seen the model, this is what we are making. So as you can see, we have gotten right up to about here. And I got to do some of these here. All right. I think we are all in this bag. All right, so I need 4 of the mint ones. There's 2. And 2 more. I'm pre-stacking because they show that's how they're supposed to be done. And 4 of the light pink, 4 of the dark pink. 1, move this one out of the way here. 2, 3, and 4. 2 of the dark pink. 3 and 4. And then we have 11 of the step ups. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And 1 dark pink round. And 13, 1 by square dark pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and 5 of the angle up dark pinks. Which are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's just set these out of the way for right now because it looks like I'll have a bunch more on the next move. Okay, so I need to stack 4 of pink ones together. And Gwen says, treasure note soon then. Yep, that's this move here. For those that haven't heard, in each of these builds, I leave a love note to Mrs. Torrin. And I did tell her on her birthday, which was a couple months ago, what I've been doing. So she found that sickeningly sweet, but she liked it. All right, and then 4 of these on top of the round 1 by 1, 2, 3. That's actually 4, and then on top of this one here, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, so we start with a single 1 by square. Put this here, and another 1 by square, and we have 2 more 1 bys on the other one. 1 and 2. Have this going back the other way, and 1 by square on top. Get that seated properly. There we go, nice and secure. And then back this way, and angled 1 like that. All right, and quickly, okay, so I can set here. This one goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Up 2, 1. And okay, so it looks like this one goes right there. Let's see, let me look at the front here. Yep, that looks like that's the correct orientation. Hand cramp. Okay. And these go okay. 1 there, and 1 there. And the light 4 by goes there. This one goes here. That hurts putting it down there, and one here. All right, so let's get this last one built. Okay, so it looks like two of them. It doesn't say it specifically, but it shows two of them. All right, so we'll start with a 1x. Been going up for about an hour and a half then. And Gwen's linking to my Twitter account. Thank you very much for that, Gwen. Okay, so we'll start with a single one here. Then we do an angled step up and an angled step up. And one right on here. And on here. Another step up. And another step up. And 1x there. And that goes there. That goes there. All right, so we just need to duplicate that. Single, step up, step up, single on top of each one, there, and there. One of those doesn't want to seat properly. Let's just swap these two. See if that fixes it. Yep. Okay, step up, and step up there, step up here, and single 1x, angle piece, and angle piece. Oops. Let's get that seated all the way on. That one doesn't want to stay seated on, unfortunately, but okay. So bring this back over here, and okay, one of these. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. And we go there. And 1, 2, 3, and up to and over 1. That means this one goes here. Oops. So I'm going to swap this out for a different 1x. See if that'll fix my issue. couple of these are definitely going to need a little bit of super glue to hold there. Let's go ahead and there we go. All right. And Gwen says, you too can build a Black Pearl micro locking block project with an Amazon link. Thank you very much for that, Gwen. All right. So this next one here, we need 2 of the pink angles. 1, 2, 4 of the 1-bys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the angle up or step ups. So it's 5 of them, and that's all the light pink stuff. And we've got 3. Looks like they're medium pink. If we've got them. No, it doesn't look like we do. So we'll be using the dark ones. So 3 of these. Yep, do not have any lighter pink of those style. Okay. And see any others in here. And I think that's all from this one. And these might be okay. Dark green there. We've got 2 of those. And 1 of these. 1 of the 1-bys. 2 of the step ups. And 1 of the 1x2s. Okay. And I think that's all of those. Let's see. So for this one here, we have 1 here, step up, and 1-by, 1-by, and step up, and angle up here. Oops. Single, another step up. And we go for there. And okay. So three and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get that set there. Get those all nice in a row. And that goes there. All right, dark green, we have step up, Single block. That does not want to seat together. There we go. And 1 by 2. And spiky. Step up. And there we go. That one looks like that. And that one. Okay, so okay, so from that one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, that one goes there. And 2 of these together. Carefully put them together so I don't bend the leaves too far. Let's see. Let's set these up like here and then push that down like this so I'm not pushing on any of the leaves. Yeah, thumbprint. All right, so this one, 5 on here. Oops. And this one goes there. All right, so let's see, golden ones here. I want to thank everybody who's come over from Midstream and is staying here. I really appreciate it. So 1 by 4s. We need 1 of them. And okay. And 1 of these weird ones. 1 of the I just saw them. Ah, there they are. 1 by 2 with a single peg on the top. 1 of those. A 1 by 2 flat top. And 2 1 bys. 1 and 2. All right, that's all for this one. All right, then we got the light gray. We need 5 1 by 2s. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We need 1 angle step up. And 1 1 by. I think that's all the ones I need to pull. Let's put those in by hand. Less likely to have an issue if I do that. Alrighty. Okay, so we have this on the bottom. We have a gray step up angle. There we go. We have a gray 1x. There we go. And then these gray 1x2s get stacked 5 high. And 1x4. And 1x. And 1, 2, and 1. Okay, and this one goes just making sure I got the right one here. And well, the way it shows it's supposed to go, it doesn't look like it'll actually fit on the art. So I'm going to move it back and move it over one more. Is that supposed to be angled then? All right, I'm just gonna there we go. I think that's supposed to be an anchor of some sort, but actually, I think they're missing a step here. So I'm going to take this off and do what I think they meant to do here. I can get this one piece off. Because looking at the way it looks on there, it's tilted, and you can't tilt it and get this to work properly with just this one piece here. So if we set it like this, and we get the matching pivot piece, assuming I can find it real quick. Let's go. Okay. Okay. And then you set this here. There we go. Now that can be tilted. So, because this is what it looks like on the front. There we go. So this is the one I just did. As you can see, it's at an angle like a sword or an anchor. All right. Let's see, we've been at it for about 2 hours, so I think I'll go ahead and get the note ready for next time, and then we will do this one. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Let's see if there's anybody available for a raid that's worth raiding. I can find, I add a redirect. Looks like I gotta refresh this page to get a proper refresh. And all right, let's see who we got available for redirects. Looks like Tug is live. I'm not seeing anybody else live, so we'll set it for Tug. And save that. And when it says sharp objects warning, and when it says 23 is very careful when using sharp tools that are not recommended by the makers of this product. Yep, I do try my best. So, all right. This is where we are at. Let's see if I can get a little better in focus. There we go. Sorry for the little wobbling. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a shop stream. I'm just going to be working through what I've got. And right, there we go. I might do another one of these streams tomorrow night when I'm done with that. But we'll see you folks then. And when it says making great progress, thank you very much for that. So we will talk to you folks again soon. As always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.